Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to Parcel Simulator. We have tidied up the trash and we can go inside. Now we had a pretty good day yesterday, so we've got some cash. That means we can pump things up and we can finalize a few bits and pieces, like getting bigger racks. We're going to need quite a few of those on the airplane side and a few over there. Quite a lot done on that end for the rail. And I think I'm going to start getting all of that stuff together before we even start the day. Basically we need 2 bins, a loader and unloader, and a shelf for each. So let's hop into our tablet. We can pay our bill first. There we go. Oh, just before I go on, someone did mention in the comments I could have used the serial number scanner or the advanced desktop scales. I just thought I'd skip them. Wasn't really necessary because I got to where I wanted to quite quickly. But yes, those options are there to make your life a little easier. They are expensive for that early on. Let's start with storage, and I think I'm going to color code. And it's something I keep forgetting to do because it doesn't default to, it defaults to red. So you have to specifically choose the color when you order, otherwise you can't change it. A little bit of a pain. I want everything in orange. You can even do conveyor belts in orange. Actually, large pallet. Stay on track. Let's get 3 of those large racks. That means we're going to need 6 corner conveyors, 3 loaders, and 3 unloaders. I think that should be about it. Go to the basket and check out. That means I can put 1 down there, 1 over here, 1 over there. So we grab our trusty pallet, the old one, because I haven't bought a new one yet. It's 2000 and it's not really that necessary. Alright, I'm going to do the rail gate first. Right, open that up and put it in over here. Actually, this one's going to move. I'm going to move that out and put that in there. And then I'll keep the small one for now. In fact, no. You know what I'm going to do? We have the weekend coming up. This is where the problem is going to be. The main problem. We can today already get rid of the aeroplane ones. So, I mean, I could switch this on right now. So let's do that. We'll toggle that conveyor on and those will empty out. Because the 2 biggest problems are going to be air and rail, but rail more than air. So I'm going to pick this one up and we'll take it down and put it over there for now. And we're going to put all 3 of them in here. And it looks like I left the other shelves in the truck. Right, so there aren't any catwalks or conveyor ladders or anything that we can climb over, so we're having to jump over things. Okay, and that goes there. But there should have been another, oh there it is. And we'll put that in there. And then we're going to change this entrance around. So we'll grab that. That's going to go into there. We can move that to there and that to there. In fact, we should just pack them up. We'll need a bend and that will go right in there. Then we need an unloader. That will go out that way. And then a loader that will go in there. And another unloader which will go on the other side. Turned around. And then we'll grab a corner. And that will go in there. So this comes in, goes this way. Another bend, flipped and put in. And then that completes it. So I've got space for 3 more. And if I need to, I can always move these lines back. But basically what's going to happen is it's going to come in here and it's going to stack on these. And if we don't have enough of these, we'll just add some more in. Let's move these out the way and see what I've got left and why. Oh, right. Because we already had one. So these can actually go over to this side. And the same thing is going to happen here pretty much. Okay, I can submit. So let me do that. And I'm thinking I'm going to just do another 3. So let's do that. Oh, it's still selected orange. Darn. I didn't know it did that. But the conveyors, you can't choose the color, or can you paint them? I'm so sure that I saw color somewhere. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Because we're just going to get 3 of those and some bends. And we now only need 2 loaders and 2 unloaders. And I should check out. And we have another submit that we can do. And I'm just going to set these up before I even bring the shelves in. And that. Alright, so then we will be able to put the other 2 in. I'm going to move this out. And for the time being, I think we may use it for the maritime, for the ship. And we have them, so let's go and put them in. 1 there. that one in, and there should be another. Where are you? There you are. And that's in. Then I will need the loader, which will come over here and go that way. The unloader, which will go over here and go that way. Then I can box a couple of these up, get the bends in. That's one, and that one can go over there. And then those loops are finished. Yeah, looks like, again, I have too much, but we will use that. And I'm going to start off by coming over here because we have a need for the straight pieces that I didn't use. And I'm going to grab this other shelf that I didn't use. I don't know if I have everything that I need to put it together. Oh no, it's not going to help me right now anyway. So we're going to leave it off to the side. So this is going to be a simple feed in, feed around. That will go there. Out, and this one will be the in. And I think I may... Oh no, I'm not going to be short. Excellent. We're going to need to flip that and rotate. Conveyor in. Right, and then the last piece of belt like that. Okay, so as you can see, this setup is expandable. That's why I left so much space. So we can have loads of them. It is a little bit slow to get through all the shelves. But okay, we are fine for now. I think we may be short a couple of straight bits that I took out of this side. So that's no problem. So that one in and this one in right there. Okay, there isn't much storage here, and we're going to have to fix that because it is definitely going to back up. And I think probably, I'm probably going to end up with about 4 racks over here, the full-size racks. Because if you think that these 2 gates are the only ones that deliver packages, you're in for a surprise. Anyway, I think we're pretty good. Let's go and have a look at what else we can do. So, I want to do automatic exports. That will mean that I don't have to push the buttons anymore. It will just automatically send them out when the batch is full. But I'm thinking that's not going to make me any money. That's just going to take a load off me. And I don't have much of a load at the moment. As long as I pause the right belts on the right days, I shouldn't have a problem. I think I'm going to increase the export size. So that's the number that go into each batch. Delivery speed, I'm not concerned about yet. I'm going to be concerned about that when I start upgrading my machines. But this is important. So I've got that now. And we're ready to open up. Now I want to refine this so that it's working before I expand into other incoming truck areas. Right, well everything is coming in now, so we kind of have to wait. Yeah, this looks good. And oh, of course we don't need racks for this side because this is always open. Trucks run every day. Now at this stage it's not very well refined, so there will be times when belts back up. And I'm comfortable with that at the moment. As long as we're getting everything that the trucks are delivering, it doesn't matter how slow the system is. And from what I've seen so far, everything that comes out of the trucks goes onto the racks. We have no problems there. So basically, I'm just going to let the day run. I'm going to keep an eye on things, make sure everything's working well, make sure that money is coming in. I think once we get to 3,000, I may do that automatic submission thing. But we'll just keep an eye on things, make sure everything is working. Right now, our batch size is up to 16. So it'll be interesting to see how much money we make out of that. I think it's about 1,800 per batch. Alright, so we have one that's ready to go, so let's submit it and see how it does. 1,803. Very nice. So I think we're pulling over 112 per parcel now, and I think that is about the max. I don't think we can get any more out of it. Anyway, that does mean we have some cash, so... Automatic exports? Yeah, why not? Yeah, so far it's looking good. Our system seems to be managing all the parcels. They are not completely filling up the rack, and we should be getting one more batch in today, and there's actually space for it. But it's looking good. It's working exactly as it's supposed to. Alright, let's go and see what else we can send off. No, not that. That needs a couple more. Not quite there yet on that one, or that one. Oh no, they wouldn't be. I'm getting automatic submissions now. Forgot about that. For some reason, I have a parcel that's approved for maritime. Well, let's put it over here, make sure that it automatically goes where it's supposed to go. And that it does. Wonder where I picked that up from. Okay, well, the money's climbing, and I'm not having to do anything. So great, I'm going to let this day run out, and we'll see how much money we've made. Right, while this is happening, I have decided I'm going to expand this because I see these 2 racks are full. They are small racks, so they don't handle very much. So I've bought some stuff and I'm doing a bit of prep work. Cool, and we'll just get everything placed. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do is probably just move these small racks out. I think you can pick them up with all their stuff on them. That'll go there. Then I can break this belt. Put that there and put that there. Get these bends sorted. One there. And then this one feeding into the next one. Okay, this is going to cause some issues. So if I do pick this up, I'm going to put it over there, and then pick that up and carry it over there. Ah, see, it's carried some boxes with it. That's okay. This may not need more than 2 large racks. So these small ones are just in case. Oh, and those small ones just teleported to there. Oh, that's alright. And then I can go and slip these in, and they should feed into the big racks. Yeah, that looks good. I'll just pack these ones up. Got an extra bend. That's fine. These will all be used. Actually, we haven't done too badly today. 184. No errors. 11,000 in the bank. But tomorrow's Saturday, so income is going to be down because the only thing that's going to be able to go out is road. If you've been chasing that hidden achievement on Steam, I'm not going to spoil it here, but I have put out a short to solve that problem for you. And I think the lost parcels are disappearing into their holes. There's nothing else to go through today. We're on 11,000, so I am just basically going to go to bed. Overall, it was a very good day. We did spend quite a bit. That's fine. We're going to be spending more, but I'm going to save up a bit first. It's day 20. It is a Saturday. So we need to do our morning routine, and included in that routine, other than picking up trash, is going and making sure that the correct belts are paused. So this one needs to be paused. That is not being accepted today. No maritime, and there is no rail today. So those will be off. And now we can open the gates and let the fun begin. We have a bill to pay, so we can sort that out. 360, not bad. We could get this upgrade. Well, we need to get to tier 14 first. The delivery speed, you know, we don't really need it, but I'm thinking, you know, what the heck, we have the cash for it, although maybe we don't need it, because we can expand and see what is to come. So let's do that. Look at that, we have another gate with parcels. We're not going to do anything with that for a while. Man, I just keep spending. There's another gate. So that's fun, but we've unlocked a few things. Oh, and by the way, those aren't the final gates. There is one more. So we're going to have another setup like that. Maybe another 2. So let's go and have a look at the tablet. You know what? It's the weekend. Let's get this upgrade. We can do all the other upgrades, the scanner and conveyor upgrades eventually. So right now, I think the only one that we don't have is this flooring upgrade. In the decorations, well, we can start doing decorations. I think maybe... Oh, there's the conveyor paint. Let's check that out. Not sure how many conveyors it does, but we could also get a really nice desk. Yep, we'll do that, and then we'll get ourselves a nice plant over here. And then an entertainment, basketball, and check out. Let's go and get our goodies. And we'll head straight to the back to where our desk is, and I'll move the screen as well. Ooh, that's pretty big. Let's move it to over here. Oh, that looks nice. We have a tree inside. Conveyor paint. Equip and... Oh, not bad. It does quite a few conveyors as well. Oh well, guess what I'm going to be doing. And then there's the basketball. So we can pick that up. We can go into this room. Now we can buy another one of these hoops and put it outside. Let's see if I'm any good at this. Oof, I suck. Yeah, I'm definitely from the wrong country. Hey, I got one. And it was only about my 5th attempt. And I got another one. Okay, we got that now. Fun. Probably going to need some more decorations around this place. But while all that is happening, we are actually making money. And I want to get a bit more of this paint, and I want to experiment and see what else I can paint with it. Because if I can paint the storage racks, that would be awesome. Alright, let's test this out. Okay, we can definitely do these. Can we? No, we can't. Oh, that's a shame. It's alright, well, we can do some stuff. Let's see, can we do these? We can. Cool, well, we will definitely do that kind of upgrade. It doesn't look too bad at all. Right, how are we doing on storage over here? We've got 3, but we have to last the whole weekend. And right now we are only making money off the road and declined ones. The day has ended and we're still processing these full racks of stuff, so there's lots to do. Right, Saturday is basically finished. Got a few more parcels heading down, and we have another full day that we can't accept rail. And these 3 racks are not going to do it. We almost filled 2 in one day. I'm going to expand this tomorrow while things are happening. Add a couple more in, just for safety's sake. And I mean, this is filling up even without these 2 being added into the whole mix. But right now, I want to make sure that everything is ready. We'll have a really good day on Monday. So I'm going to hit the sack. Another pretty good day. Not bad for a weekend. We'll continue and do our morning cleanup. But before we even finish that, let's do that and get the last of these. Now it's Sunday, so nothing changes from Saturday. We are going to get parcels in, and I'm going to start thinking about what I need to do over there. I'm going to save all my money to do this next setup. It will be very similar to this, although we're not as confined space-wise. All today is about is getting that income up so we can afford to do what we need to do, because this kind of setup costs quite a bit, especially with all the racks. And that's the first thing I'm going to set up. So what I want to do first today, head into the tablet and, okay, we don't have any bills to pay. We are going to go storage. I'm going to get 2 more of these large racks. Automation, 4 more conveyor corners, 2 loaders and 2 unloaders. And then checkout. Not too expensive. Go and get our stuff. Right, then I managed to pick up everything on one pallet. And we'll head down here and secure the storage for a while. And this is the last loader. Then I can pack those 2 up and just toss them away. Don't need them right now. We'll need them later for sure. This one then goes in here. Get these sorted out. Okay, those are in. And then 1 more over here. And that's sorted. So now we've got more space. So it's quite likely that we are going to need to add even more onto this. And that's fine. As long as we don't back up the line. Because if we back up the line, everything stops. But yeah, I think that's all I'm going to do right now. And I'm just going to let this day run, and I'll be back with you when it's finished. Right, the day is over. Everything is through. I added more shelves to this just because I felt like I needed to. I added a couple more shelves over here as well, because neither of these are going for a while. I think Tuesday we get to send out the maritime, so we've still got a whole day of stuff to collect here, which will probably add another rack. And then we got 2 days, because I think Wednesday, yep, air freight is only on Wednesday, so we got 2 more days of stuff that is going to stack up on this. However, we do have, let's just go down here and have a look. We have 3.5 racks of rail parcels. Monday is going to be outstanding. And we haven't even started with this lot yet. Oh yeah. So I am going to sleep. I don't think there's anything else that I need to do here. I'm stashing money for good reason. But yeah, it's bedtime and we'll start Monday. Now, it was a pretty good day, all things considered, you know, being a Sunday. And welcome to Monday morning, obviously party weekend. And that's everything cleaned up. Now I can go in here, immediately just open the doors. I'm going to run down this way and unpause this belt because it is Monday and we can send rail. This is going to be big. we're going to have a good day here. And all of this stuff is going to start coming through. There's not a lot that I need to do, but I can start planning. I can also open things up here a bit. I don't really need to, but we do get an increase in pre-inspected parcels if we unlock these places. I don't think I'm going to do it right now. There are 2 gates here. We're going to use both of them, and there's actually a third one. Spoiler. So we have a lot more space on this side than we had on that side. I'm going to do a similar setup for these 2 gates, and then another setup over there for the third gate. And we're going to see how much money we can push through this thing. Almost everything right now is automated. The submissions are automated. The only thing that I need to do in the morning is to check that the belts that need to be paused are paused and the ones that are unpaused are unpaused. Now, I would like to bring your attention to something in this shop that we haven't unlocked yet, but we will. And it's one thing that I kind of half played with before, but not really. The launcher conveyor. I want to test that out because I have an idea. Oh wait, it's already available. I thought it was only available level 14. You know what? I'm going to get one of those. And I'm going to get 2 pieces of straight conveyor. And I might have had some straight conveyor already. Yeah. Alright, let's go and check this out. Because there's a specific place that I'd like to use it if I can. And why I'm doing that is, you'll see these ramps over here. They only really go over 1 belt. You could put 2 belts underneath them, but then boxes clip through and that doesn't look very nice. So I'm going to head over here. And I'm going to find my line. And let's give it some space. And then I'm going to put a belt over on this side. I have no idea how far this thing goes. Okay, this is a truck thing. Let's load it up and see what happens. But it doesn't go all the way. That's... Well, it does. See, what... Can I put these on? No, these ones don't go. I'm going to try that again. It does actually work. So this can jump a few belts. I'm not sure if it affects, if we bring it right up to this belt and we shoot it over at the same time that something is coming past, will it does lift quite high over. Yeah. Alright, well I'm abusing this box. It works. I'm going to test it as this one comes past to see that it doesn't interfere. Oh, it actually stops. Ah. Alright, I got it. Good, I'm going to leave that right there because I'm going to use that gate for these 3 gates over here. So that will be the declined gate that I'll use for these. That way I don't have to take a belt all the way down there to that gate. And I can just jump this instead of trying to fiddle with ramps. Alright, this is a truck delivery. Goes on there. Perfect. But in the meantime, we're at 112 already processed. Oh good, all the rail stuff is empty. We have lots of goodies coming in. The trucks are still filling up these racks. And I think maybe we're getting to the point where I've got enough money that I can do this gate setup over on this side. So let me start planning that. First things first, we need the storage, and that would be 6 of those. And I'll make them orange. Okay, that's 6 of them. Should I get the large pallet? Yeah, why not? So if I'm getting 6 of them, I need 6 loaders. And I need 6 unloaders. And then I need, oh heck, a lot of corners. Alright, well I can only order 30, so yeah, let's check out with that. The day has ended, but processing hasn't, so that's going to carry on. Let's go and pick all this stuff up and start building out those other 2 gates. And I'm going to use my new fancy pallet. And this pallet is going to impress the heck out of you guys because it stacks a lot. Right, so that was 29 items on that pallet. And we're going to bring it inside and put it down somewhere over here. Look at that. And I carried that all on my own. Right, so let's get the first one out. And I'm going to send it that way. Do I have any straight conveyors? Okay, I'm not going to put that one in just yet. Let's just get the shelves first. That's in. That one is in. And that's 3. I only need 3. Then I'll do the same over on this side. And that is in. Alright, then we put these rack loaders in. like that. Actually, yeah, that is right. Get an unloader in between. A couple of curves in as well. Excellent. We can go to the other side. And those are the unloaders, and then we need one loader on this side. And that will rotate to point that way. And then we can start putting the curves in over on this side. And this will be the last one, and that's where the output will come out. Good. So now that this side is set up, I can start working on this side. Oh, and I've got these racks in the wrong place. Needs to go just one more block over. So I'll just move all of them just like that. Then I can take this, rotate that into position. That'll go there. And that is there. I did forget one bend over here, which I will quickly put in. And then all I need to do... Actually, there's nothing really stopping me. Where's that straight bit gone? Let's just put this in. Why not? May as well fill up the racks. Alright, let's move this a little closer. So, first bend over there. That in... might be one bend short, but that's fine. Okay, that's right. Then the unloader, there, another one over here, this loader in the middle, and then flip that one in there, and with a little rotate, that one goes in there. Then one more straight bit, and that can go there. And now, these racks can get loaded up. Good. That's the beginning of this process. And we have run another day. Oh, it's not quite finished, so there's still quite a bit to do. And we are over 208 today. 208 parcels sent, no errors. Wait, our numbers must be looking pretty good by now. Oh yeah. And I think there's a few things that I could probably sell. I'm not going to use any of these. Where's that other rack there? Oh, I do have a bend here, so that's nice. We'll just go and put that over on this side. I can start planning the layout for the other machines. Yeah, let's go and sell these. Do I have any more? Yep, there's still more coming through. I'm not sure if you sell them one at a time. Got 166 back for that. I'll put 2 of them in. Yep, you can put more than one at a time. And this pallet, let's pack that up. Not going to use the small one anymore. And there we go. $41 for that one. Looks like it's going to be over 208. Well, 224, that's good. And I don't think there are any more after this one. We will not be submitting anything there. Oh, I lied, there are a couple more. Yeah, I'm just going to let these finish, and once they are done, we'll end the day, start a new day. But I'm just going to let the next day run. I just want to build up cash. Now, I could be using money to upgrade these machines and conveyor belts, but honestly, that's not affecting my income. I want to save the money to build stuff that's going to affect my income first. Right now, it's slow, but I'm processing all the parcels that are coming through. And it's not affecting my money, just my sanity. But me and my therapist can live with that. We give this one a little helping hand. And that was the last package for the day. Alright, now that I can see how this is working, I can move things back because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need more of these shelves. Because once we bring this lot in, and we have a weekend, this is going to fill up pretty quickly. So we can more than double that, which is exactly what we want, and I can bring the output line through here to go into that gate without affecting that. I suppose I could give it a bit of space. Yeah, we'll do that. There. So there's a block that you can walk between, and then this is going to go down this way, and then turn and go down there. Super. So let's hit the sack and then we'll run the next day and see how much money we come out with. Today was good. 240 correct, none incorrect, 27 grand income. Fantastic. And it is day 27. It is Tuesday. Sorry, it's day 23 and it's Tuesday. Anything else to clean up? Nope. And immediately open the gates. It's maritime day today. So we will go and let's just make sure that everything else is closed that should be. Yep. See, maritime day, unpause. Those are going through. As you can see, that was 2.5 racks full without those. So, yep, definitely going to have to put more down here. And I can also start moving these. I think it's going to come out. Should I give it space? No, I'll run it right next to this belt. And that can go in there. And I'll just move belts. This shouldn't cost me any extra belts. I'm just relocating the ones that we currently have. Okay, that's fine. And then this is the last one and goes there. Then I can start moving this one. So this belt needs to come out. It can go there. This can go... Oh, I'm on a bit of a schedule now. There. I don't think I'm going to beat the box. And that is in. I'll put this box back on. Good, now we can expand this out as much as we need. Yeah, much nicer. Now, as long as I didn't consider that the boxes might bounce and land up on the wrong track, we're going to have to see how that works. Hopefully this is designed so it doesn't do something like that. But I could do some tests. So let's grab a box. Let's wait for a big box to come along here. Yep, it waits. It shoots. It scores! Perfect. Right, everything is still working over here. We still have 1 day, but we have enough space, I think, for the air freight over on this side. Packages are coming in, no problem. I did upgrade these belts coming into the rack just to make sure that this keeps flowing, because it was kind of stopping. But as you can see now, that box disappears before the next one gets there. And it could probably do with another upgrade, which I could do if I wanted to. Maybe I will. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, it's emptying. Good. So these racks are full. Oh, look at all that money sitting over there and waiting. Alright, well, not much left for me to do but wait out the day. And let's see how much money we end the day with. And it looks like that is the end of the day. A couple of parcels going down on that side. We're up to 48,965. Another 200 plus day with no errors. And we have enough money to do this area. Not only that, but tomorrow is going to be brilliant because we have 4 full racks of air freight to go out. Let me pause this because that won't be on tomorrow. So yeah, that's going to be good. And that'll bring us even more cash. But I think that's a good place to leave this one. If you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments. Let me know your thoughts and let me know what you think of my setup. Or if you think maybe there's a better way to do this, drop me a comment. Pop into the Discord. We're sharing stuff over there as well. Link is in the description. But yes, next episode we will be getting into this area. We'll be doing a full setup. We're going to more than double what we are already producing. And we'll probably open those 2 areas up as well. But thank you very much for joining me. And until next time, cheers!